Awesome.
Oh, camera's rolling, honey.
Oh, hey!
Hey, girl gang, it's Dr. Joy here,
Woo!
and I've got my extra special guest,
Yes.
Dr. Kamesha. So, this is who I see when I go to the gynecologist, and she just happens to be like my BFF. So, we are going to be talking to you today specifically about hygiene and how to care for your body, honey.
Yes.
So, make sure you keep on watching. All right, YGG, we are here with another W.I.N.K episode, and it's myself and Dr. Kamesha telling you how to stay fresh and clean.
Yes.
So, Dr. Kamesha's specialty, I think, is hygiene.
I think it is. Like I said in the previous video, hygiene is the beginning of self-care.
Mm-hmm.
Caring for yourself,
Right.
your physical body. And I really have a passion for young women, especially my teenagers. I think it's that educator in me. They've always kind of been my group.
So, like, you were like a high school teacher,
That's
right?
right, for
Before
6
you became a
years.
doctor. Wow.
6 years. 6 years I
Mhm.
spent teaching, and I enjoyed every moment of it. Those were some of the best laughs and best times of my life. But I'm so glad to be here today to specifically freely speak about how we want to instruct young girls to care for their bodies.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to help some of my mothers out. So, maybe they're not really comfortable or
Right.
know everything that they really need to tell their daughters about. And so
Mhm.
I love having that opportunity.
I do too. I really enjoy talking to teenagers and when their moms bring them in, and that time to really start bringing your daughter in is really between the ages of 13 and 16 years of age. That's what's recommended. So, when we get a chance to have that conversation,
Yes.
I really love it. I really love it. And moms, you can hang around and get some education too, or, use this as a conversation piece to have some talks with your daughter about hygiene. But I can just say I have seen some really sad hygiene cases in younger women.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that most women, if they are not dealing with mental illness, they want to present themselves well.
Mm-hmm.
And so today we're going to be giving you a few tips on how to do that and how to just keep yourself fresh and be clean.
Let's start back at the potty training stage.
Yes, start from the beginning.
Let's go back there. Let's get a little deeper into it.
Mhm.
It is so key to how we use toilet tissue.
Oh yes, girl. I actually got a little piece right here.
See, we have to be serious about this because I see tissue that's left over
Mhm.
all the time.
All the time, every day, at least once a day. We see toilet
That's
tissue.
right.
And it's not always in y'all young girl gang. Sometimes it's in grown older ladies
Yes.
too. So,
Yes.
that tissue is important. So I've got a nice long length of tissue here. And I have
That's a lot of
seen
tissue.
people do this right here. They do this number. And they have all this tissue. And then they're using it to wipe. And hopefully you are wiping from front to back down towards the toilet. But you don't need all this, okay? So if you got the nice, I call it rich people's toilet paper, the nice thick 2-ply toilet paper, all you really need is probably about not even a half of this whole length. You just need to wrap around your hands.
That's right.
If you got the cheap toilet paper like what I got here, you might want to do one more wrap around.
You can see through
So
it.
you can see, if you can see through it, you might want to wrap one more time. But that's it, ladies. That's it. That's all you need right there. Okay? And you're going to pat dry and make sure you're patting from the front, from the top of your vagina down towards your anus or butthole. Okay? So make sure you're patting all the way down, and then make sure you pat I call them your haunches, but it's like the little part of your booty that's still, you can see from the front when you lean over. You want to make sure you're patting. And now, of course, we know we don't sit on public toilet seats, right? We know that. I'm sure we all know that. So we're going to do the hover method. where we're hovering over the toilet, and then we're gonna get in between the labia, in between the little lips. And if you have not seen my Learn Your Lady Parts video, I'm gonna link it down in the description box below, because you need to make sure you catch that, girl. That's important. And then you want to make sure that you're patting go in between the labia straight down, and then pat any excess urine, so that you're not walking around smelling like pee-pee. Okay, so you want to make sure you're getting that.
Absolutely. And some of us have a little bit more difficulty, even when you are at home. Wherever you are, we need to wipe from front to back. If you have to lean over to the side and raise up that hip, and you have to wipe from the front to the back, because sometimes some of us have a little bit more thighs, and it's a little difficult to get in between. It just is. We just need to do what works for us.
Pretty eyes and thick thighs, honey. It's all good.
But you
got to get in there. Make sure you get in there and get that area dry. Because if you don't, you're going to not only smell like urine, but you also run the risk of getting more yeast and bacterial infections going on, because that area stays moist all the time. And bacteria and yeast love that type of environment.
And we have to make certain we're wiping from the front to the back, because there are bacteria that live around the anal opening, and as long as they're around the anal opening, it's not an issue. But if you introduce that into the urethral area, now we're talking a bladder infection. It's very important that you're wiping from front to back. And even when we're doing number 2, we need to make certain that we are thoroughly wiping that area, okay? Because I still see patients come in, and you can see that they've had a bowel movement and they weren't able to clean up themselves well. If you have to stand up from the commode and continue to wipe yourself, to make certain that you've wiped yourself once, you've got more tissue, you wipe yourself again until you're not seeing anything.
No residue.
Absolutely.
No doo-doo residue. But I mean, seriously, yes, we're strictly professional, board certified, and all of that. But we need to keep it real with you, so that you understand what you need to be doing for yourself.
Exactly. Because it's only going to lead to infection. Okay?
Infection and embarrassment, because when you have that there is going to be an odor.
Absolutely.